But here's like what's crazy to me is this is what everybody needs, right? Everybody needs this, but nobody wants to admit it, and nobody actually wants to do the steps to do it, right?
Hi, I'm Matt Hench, a realtor, and today I'm sitting down with Jen and Amy, the owners of Dwell Happy in Carlisle, to talk about their business and why we hold on to things we don't need and what it really means to feel at home in your space.
So first, what does the name Dwell Happy, what does that mean to you guys? And what do you do there?
That was a long, process of figuring out what to name ourselves. Yeah. And really we wanted to convey that your house is a place that can bring you peace and joy. Really, we wanted to have that in our name. So happy was kind of that aspect.
I think we just liked the way it sounded. Dwell happily, which is better grammar. It just didn't have the same tone.
We did not follow proper grammar.
So we went with Dwell happy.
I wouldn't have known that. I had no idea.
Our dad was an English major, so I'm always like, sorry, Dad. And honestly, our Instagram handle is Dwell Happy Organizing.
Okay.
But Dwell Happy Curating would be a better name.
Okay.
That for people to understand what we do, people aren't typically known as curators
right,
unless they're in an art museum.
There's a lot of organizers,
yeah.
right? I think even in this area, there's a lot of people that say, hey, I'm a professional organizer. You guys are considered professional curators, though.
We consider ourselves that. I don't think that's a real job for the IRS.
Yeah. Jan uses curate a lot. I do too, but I tend to say simplifier.
Simplify? Yes. Okay.
It's about making your home simple, not complicated. So it's really about not being overrun with stuff that doesn't make you happy. Because I think a lot of people have things in their homes that they're not serving the family. It's not serving the individuals in the family. It's just causing clutter.
Yeah.
The stuff owns them rather than they own the stuff.
And that has a weight to it. Can you talk to the emotional response of what that does to you? Having stuff that owns you and stuff that doesn't serve you.
I feel like a lot of people have an underlying hum. It's like that cortisol in their body. They don't even realize why.
Yeah.
And they're just always kind of keyed up. There could be many reasons for it, but clutter is one of them. When you have that clutter around you, it kind of weighs in the back of your head that those are all things you procrastinated on. Okay. Things you're I need to do that, or I need to find a place for that. And having that around you all the time, I think weighs on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super overwhelming to come home. If you come home from work and you've already had a stressful, busy day, and you come home to stress in your home with your clutter, that hum, you're saying, is always there. You can never fully relax. And I think being simplified, being curated helps you to have that feeling of that my home is a place of relaxation. It's not a place of chaos or stress.
But I do want to circle back to the idea of curating, right? Because when people think of these type of businesses, they probably think of one of two things. Either one, they're going to show me how to take all the stuff I have and organize it, right? Or they think, they're going to make me get rid of everything. Right. So where do you guys fall in that, and where does curating fall in that?
Okay.
Well, it's really all up to you what you keep. We really help people to decide what's important to them, what brings them joy. We're kind of their coach in that. We always
a sounding board.
It's really we just kind of talk through it. We never force anybody to get rid of anything. It is fully their decision.
We always start with a vision. That's the first place we start. So we always reference the vision. We have people fill out a vision worksheet. And for some people that's easy, and for some people it's hard.
Yeah.
I would be honest, for most people it's hard.
I think it'd be hard for me. I do.
Yeah. Because what do I want out of life?
A lot of people don't think about this stuff.
Right.
What's important to them.
Yeah. And we say, it's okay. The process often informs you along the way, and you'll be like, oh, this is important to me. This maybe isn't anymore. As you go through your stuff, it kind of helps you to hone in on your vision a little bit more.
Yeah.
For instance, in a clothing session, a lot of our clients get rid of 50% in the session.
Wow.
And then and it's our first category we go through.
Yeah.
And so after that, they can better get an idea of what they are actually wearing from then on, and they get rid of more.
Yeah.
Because most of us are only wearing 20%, 80% is just sitting there.
Yeah.
So after they peel off that first layer of the onion, then they can start to be a little more intentional about like, I still haven't ever touched that. And then over time, they peel back more until they get to what we call the click point, and they're like, this feels like I'm wearing everything and I like everything and it all fits. And
Yeah. Tell us your model, because it's not just like, hey, we're going to organize the kitchen. Hey, we're going to organize the living room, right? What is your model that you do, the different sessions, the different categories?
So we go by category. Like you said, we don't go room by room, because if you just do it by room, it's kind of paralyzing because there are so many categories within a room. If you do it by category, you can see, okay, this is how much I have within this category.
Like
and I'm going
inventory.
it focuses you too. Yeah, it's like taking an inventory. And that's why, like, curating is kind of like taking inventory and deciding, like, how much do I need here? It's a silly example, but like scissors. Like, I need a pair of scissors in every room. No,
I
you
do.
don't.
I do need a pair of
Like you have like 20 pairs of scissors throughout your room, and maybe you couldn't find the scissors in your living room one day, and you're like, I need to buy another pair of scissors. So like you
Yeah.
end up like accumulating all these scissors instead of just keeping them in one spot. That's where they go. You know you have them.
Feeling really seen right now because in my kitchen I have 2 pairs of like food scissors, and I think in my basement I also have 2 pairs of food scissors in their packaging.
All right,
still.
then it was a good example. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Flashlights and screwdrivers.
Oh yeah, and
Well-
pencils
People can never
and
find them.
pens.
Yes.
I people are gonna make fun of me because I talk about my flashlight all the time.
That's a
I-
fancy flashlight.
I
That's nice.
really like my flashlight. Big shout out to Olight for
Not a
but
sponsor.
people make fun of me for that. So I always know where my flashlight is.
At the heart of our system is very much a Marie Kondo KonMari method.
And
but,
who's that?
But with a tweak.
Yeah.
So way back, 10 years ago, we went to a workshop in Manhattan at the Japan Society. It's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo came out about then. And that kind of like took the world by storm. And like
Yeah.
everyone was saying spark joy. And there
Yeah.
were people sending us memes
'Cause
all the
that's
time.
your thing, right?
Yeah.
Does it spark joy?
We don't say that because we are not certified Marie Kondo people. But we do think that her method is almost perfect, but we do tweak it and change up a little bit with, in regards to children. In her method, you start with clothing. And that's a good place to start because everyone gets dressed in the morning.
Yeah.
Everybody has clothing, right?
Yeah.
So
You know what you wear.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do.
And I did. I started with my clothes. I put them all on the bed. Later, I found out that I missed some, but I put them all on the bed, and I was just like, donate, keep, donate, keep. And if anyone watches this at all familiar with me, I wear the same outfit every day.
You're minimalist.
And that's fine.
Monday
Yeah.
through,
You
Monday
gotta
through
wear the same
Thursday.
thing.
You got a
definitely.
uniform. That's
and,
great.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Like what?
So there's
Why
no
am I
decision
keeping on-
fatigue.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. There's
Yeah.
a lot of reasons I do it. But yeah, one of them is like, I don't want to wake up and wonder, what do I wear? So, sorry, I'm excited. I'm getting ahead a little bit
That's
here.
okay. We like your passion.
But yeah, like everything you have should be your favorite thing, right? All your clothes should be like, you could pull it out and be like, yes, I love this.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not necessarily there yet, but that is where I want to get.
Yeah.
But sorry, so keep going.
So a friend of mine just texted me this quote that we've used before, like, you want your closet to be a party where everyone there is somebody you were excited and happy to invite.
Yeah. I like that metaphor.
I like it to feel like it's a boutique, like curated just for you. Like it feels good to get dressed in the morning. You know, everything fits. Everything is something that looks good on you and makes you feel good, because then you start your day with a little bit of oomph, you know, and you're not like feeling drained first thing, like beating yourself up, like I don't fit in my clothes, or all that's stained, or that needs to be ironed, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't start your day feeling defeated.
Yeah.
Which propels you to go through the rest of the categories, because it's hard to go through all the categories. Let's be honest. Like it's a lot. So the books category is another one where people can accumulate a lot of that. Sometimes people accumulate both, but a lot of times we notice, like, especially in a couple, like one person's the clothing person, one person's the books person. Like
Yeah.
it depends. Kind of a personality thing. But with books I know especially Marie Kondo got kind of attacked for this, but like, we're not like here to like destroy books and get rid of books. Like
Okay.
we love books.
Yeah.
But we notice that books that go unread tend to stay unread. And the more unread books you have in your collection, the less likely you are to read. Like if you have a smaller collection, you're more likely to read the things that are interesting you right then and there.
Yeah.
And not being like, well, I'll read this someday. I'll read this one someday. And like usually then the moment passes and you're not really maybe as into it, or you just feel overwhelmed with how much you haven't read.
Right.
And like it kind of stalls you out. So having a curated collection and maybe using your library more, like read the book. And if you love it so much that you're like, I'm going to reread that a million times, then get a nice copy of it that's pretty to put on your shelf that every time you see it, you're like, that's my curated collection of favorite books.
Yeah.
Rather than just having a bunch of paperbacks that you're like, I read that halfway or whatever.
That's kind of what I do. I really like Libby, the online library that connects to the libraries. But I read Atomic Habits every year. And
I almost brought that one out for myself.
It's such a good book.
It is really good.
And I read it every year in like the late fall, and that's what I did. I bought the hard copy of it then, because it's like, hey, this is a book that I really like and want to have in my collection and want to be able to reference.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We always say like your bookshelf should be active. Like it shouldn't be stagnant. It shouldn't just be like a place where you just store.
It's not a trophy
like,
shelf.
Right.
Like you don't need to like prove your identity and your intelligence through your book collection.
Yeah.
I think for some people that's
It's pretty
what's happening.
common.
I think so.
It's pretty common for people to be like, this is my like, it represents me. And I mean to an extent, but not really.
I don't
like
own every book I've ever read.
No.
Like, It's not a proof that I know how to read. Like,
I really like the quote that you just put on Instagram, I think, and it's like, I'm gonna butcher this for sure, but it's like, I don't remember every meal that I've ever eaten, and I don't remember every book I've ever read, but they're both what's made me me. And I thought that was really good.
I think it's okay to be okay with things helping to form you as a person, but not having it like out it for the world to see, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, I want people, like, they may not say this, but what's happening is they want people to see, oh, you're a reader. Oh, you're smart. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you've seen
in the
like,
back of all this.
Yes, I was gonna say you've seen in like even in podcasts where the person being interviewed has like all their academic books behind them. Look at me, I'm smart. Which I don't have to, for me personally, I don't have to see all the books you've read to know you're smart. If I'm talking to you, I'll probably know you're smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll know what you can bring that to me without me seeing what you have read or like.
I do feel like people when they read kind of form a sentimental attachment to the book.
Yeah.
It's like they're lovey.
That's true.
But really it's an experience, right? Like I experience a movie, I usually don't have to go out and buy the DVD. Right? So if you can, but I think the physical tangibleness of like the book, you get like attached to that, and like the process of flipping the page. Like that's why some people don't like digital books, so they like to touch the book and feel like. So there is that part of it, but I don't think you have to own every single book to still have that.
Now, that being said, on the book, so obviously you have books.
Yes, I do.
Right. So you're not lobbying to throw out every book you have. What's the benefit to having books, and like what's maybe a sign that you should get rid of a book versus keep the book?
We just go through a set of questions with them, like, okay, have you read it? Did you love it? And often they're like, no.
Or I read it like halfway.
Or I didn't quite read it. I was like, well, why? And just kind of get to the heart of like, why is this in your house? Like, is it because you really want to finish it because it was a good book? You just didn't have that time at that time in your life to finish it. Okay, keep it. But like, if you have it because you bought it, it cost you money, and you feel guilty about getting rid of it.
Or it was a gift.
That's huge. Both of those.
Books as gifts. Yes. It's so much pressure. And it like takes the joy out right away because you're like, now I have to read it.
I have to read it.
I didn't choose this.
No, it really, don't give gifts. Don't give books as gifts.
Don't give gifts at all.
No, actually.
Give experiences.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Acts of service.
Yeah, like it really is like, there's throughout every category, we kind of say there's like this like physical thing you feel. You build this muscle with time. But like with clothes, you pick up a shirt, if you automatically like, I've seen it in people, they smile and they're like, I love this. You know, okay, well then you should keep it. Yeah. Like even a book can do that. A person picks up a book and they're
this
like,
is my best friend.
Yeah, you can tell. Or if they pick it up and they're like, hey, I don't even remember what this is, why I bought this. Yeah. Throughout curating or simplifying, you really do learn what the things spark joy or make you happy.
And even having this conversation, I had a friend of mine recommend a book to me. So I bought the book, read it. I went back to him and I was like, hey man, that was a terrible book. And he's like, oh, you know what? It didn't even occur to me that might not have been a good book. He's like, I just get caught up sometimes. I figure if it's in a book, it has to be good.
Oh, wow.
And like, it wouldn't have even occurred to me before this conversation. That's like, I wouldn't need to keep that book around that I don't like, that I think had bad information in it. And if I'm thinking that, I'm sure everybody's thinking that. Like,
everything that's been made is worthy of the space in your home.
Yeah. Like
every square inch.
Just because
valuable.
you read a book doesn't mean you need the paper trail, the trophy wall.
Yeah.
That's it, especially if it was a bad book.
Yeah.
But,
And often, like, people will keep things that they don't like.
yeah.
And you're like,
I want to talk about that
yeah, well, it's just
at
like,
length.
well, that's why we exist, because a lot of people have a house full of things that are just to them.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I read it, I got a few things out of it, so I should keep it, right? It's like, no, you shouldn't.
I want to make a note to come back to that, but moving on with the categories. So
clothing.
now we have 50% of our clothes. We threw out all our bad books. And what's
next is the dreaded category of papers.
Ugh.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It does. It's horrible. I hate it so much.
I'm not
terrible.
gonna lie. I pretty much have just been ignoring my papers.
That's what most people do.
Like, yeah.
Just file it. Pretend you have a system.
Yeah.
Have like
Yeah.
10 of the same file that you don't realize you had 10 veterinarian appointment.
But
Once-
papers is often the thing that causes the most clutter.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the most-
sure.
Mental weight.
Mental weight, yeah. Like, oh, I can't find that bill, or I can't, where did I put that? Like, there's no,
Is this important? Do I need to save it?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
anxiety tied up.
decision, decision fatigue with papers for sure.
So how do you guys handle that? I mean, that cannot be easy. Like, if you came to my house and you were like, Matt, show me all your papers, and I'm like, this is going to be a problem.
Just finding all of
like,
them is hard.
just
'Cause
finding
they
them.
live like we'll think we found all the papers, and then we'll get to like another session, like in a kitchen session, and we'll like open a cabinet and be like, why are there papers in here? Like we missed these. Like
Right.
they
And
just go everywhere.
This is kind of embarrassing. I have some user manuals that I know for a fact are just under my couch. Like, and like that is embarrassing, but just truthfully.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That was brave of you.
Because they don't belong anywhere, right? So like people are coming over, boom. And my son puts a lot of stuff under the couch too. Maybe he did it. He probably put them there.
Our goal is keep nothing
Okay.
for papers.
Yeah.
Seek and destroy as much as possible.
Okay.
Is that 100% going to happen?
No.
No.
You
Probably shouldn't throw out your
obviously-
car's pink slips.
Yeah, you
and-
obviously have some things that you must keep. We
Yeah.
call it that the keep indefinitely pile that we wind up putting in like a burn-proof safe in a binder that's
Yeah.
well organized.
And
so
I
you
have
can
one of
find
those.
all that. Like if something happens to you, God forbid, like someone can find those
Right.
important papers of your will and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then the rest are in a system that's very streamlined to basically keep you from overkeeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And I won't make you share the secret on that. But
I can give you a suggestion.
yeah, please.
Go home, get all of those instruction manuals that you have, and throw them away. Recycle them.
So
Because
yes.
Find it online.
you're like one of our
And-
clients right now. They go, so
Do I need this VCR manual for a VCR I don't own anymore? No, you probably don't.
all right.
I don't think it's gonna come up. I don't.
You don't have to throw them all away, but I
Yeah.
will suggest you could
But I
probably
should.
throw most of them
I
away.
should.
Yeah. Unless you're like referencing it often.
I've never referenced a manual in
like
my
you
whole
don't need
life.
to reference like your
Like,
toaster manual.
No.
Like
No.
It's not going to happen.
And the other, and this is why I truly believe that almost nobody could do this on their own, right? Because I've been diligently trying to get rid of all this junk, and it, like, I don't know if it would occur to me that I don't need these user manuals, right? Because it's what you do. You
Yeah.
just keep them
A lot of
in
things are- yeah,
case, like.
The in case is a lot. Like,
Yeah.
just in case. What
Yeah.
if my toaster breaks and
Right.
I have
That's
to
a lot
look
of
and figure?
anxiety.
What if this?
Yeah.
What if I have to dismantle this IKEA item and put it back together
Like, yeah, I need
sometime
this,
later? Like,
There's
all online.
it's all online, and also like think
Someone's
about
made
like
a YouTube video about that very thing.
For
Probably.
sure.
Yeah.
in most cases, if something happens and you need to figure out something about a product in your home that you would have a manual for, you will be okay if you don't have the manual. Okay? Like you will. You're gonna survive.
Yeah.
A lot of this is just about being like, what's gonna happen if this happens? You're
And if
gonna be
someone
okay.
has extreme anxiety about throwing out the manuals, I'm not like gonna
Yeah,
rip it out of their
no.
cold dead
That's-
hands. We just
Yeah.
organize it and put it in a place where
Yeah.
okay, these are where your
Right.
manuals go.
It
It's not
happens
like
a
a hill
lot.
I'm gonna die on.
Yeah. Okay.
Often we have to just be like, you know what? If that's what you need, then it's fine. If that makes you happy,
Yeah.
you keep it. It is just about like what's behind it. Like why
3 years from now, when you look at this box you've never opened once, you might then decide you can let it go.
it'll take time.
And something I heard a while ago is like the 2020, which is most things you own can be replaced in 20 minutes for $20. If your $25 toaster breaks, are you gonna get them like find the manual and be like,
Find
I
the
might
parts.
be able to fix the heat coil in
I
this?
mean, I'm
or are
all
you gonna throw it
for-
out and get a new toaster?
I'm all for fixing things if possible.
Yeah.
Environmentally, I think that's you
Yeah.
know the nice thing to do for our planet.
But are
if you can,
But are you going to?
but be
is the
realistic
question.
too. Yeah,
Yes.
like how much effort are you willing to spend doing it?
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I fixed my dishwasher a few weeks ago, and
That's a pretty big thing to fix.
And yeah, but you know what I didn't do? Use the
You didn't
manual
look
at
at
all.
the manual.
I did
you just
not
go on
even.
the internet,
Yeah, I
went
just
online. I
Googled
went online.
it.
go home and
YouTubed
throw
it.
that one away.
Yeah, that one is not serving me.
but honestly, like really keep the manuals for the things that are like important.
Nope, I'm throwing them out.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
But really, like I've seen people keep manuals for like, oh gosh, I don't know,
box
a
fan.
waffle maker.
I saw a box fan. It was on off. Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like you don't need a manual for how to turn a dial. Like
Right,
that's crazy.
Right.
I could talk about manuals for a while. It's
We
one of those
probably should move on now. I would keep going, but for the people, for the
All right.
people.
So those are the main 3 categories
Okay.
that can overwhelm a house.
Yeah,
Typically after that, we might move on to the rest of the categories, like maybe toys, if it's a young family that's like overwhelmed with toys, because that's a pretty big pain point for a lot of
Yeah.
people. Kitchens.
that's
I mean,
big.
a kitchen's a room.
Yeah,
So technically it's a category and
In
a room,
itself,
but we
yeah.
might find things in the basement or the garage that are also kitchen. So we bring it all together, like bring in all your turkey roasters, all the things.
Get all the food
Yeah.
from the shelves,
pantry,
storage in
yes.
the basement. Yeah.
So that's next.
for me personally, thinking of the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
like to me, that's a huge category
It
in
is.
itself because
it's a
It's
beast.
massive.
I have this like theory. I don't even think it's a theory. I think it's just my reality. Is like if I can keep the kitchen clean, I can clean the rest of the house in 15 minutes. Like most of my cleaning is in the kitchen. And I'm not really sure how to combat that.
Think about someone who lives in a tiny home. Think about someone who lives in Manhattan in a tiny apartment,
Yeah.
and they're still cooking great meals. Like our kitchen's not huge, and we function and
You make it work?
Yeah.
have tea parties and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Excellent tea parties,
thank you. You don't even have any scones.
which I am upset about. But-
Next time.
all right.
So with the kitchen, I feel like it is overwhelming. You have to pull everything out so you don't get locked into this. Well, this always has to go here. Like you can kind of like break your old
Yeah.
cycles and see things in a new light of
Right.
possibilities. Getting rid of duplicates. Getting rid of stuff that you were given or never used or were an impulse buy at the kitchen shop or whatever it was. And making it very streamlined. But number 1, try to keep your counters clear.
I've heard that.
Have an appliance garage.
It's such a good way to enter a kitchen and be like, I have space.
room
Yeah.
to work.
Especially if you do have a small kitchen. Like having all of your everything on top of your counters, it's like you don't want to cook in this. You don't want to
And it's hard to
do
clean.
any. Yeah, and it's hard to
Crumbs
clean
are
around
everywhere
it.
underneath things. Yeah.
Jan came up with this saying, this question you ask yourself, and it's helped me, and I think it's helped a lot of people that I've told, a lot of clients, and it is, am I done here? And this is like, I think of it in the kitchen the most, because often in the kitchen, you like do something, and then you might get distracted, do something else, and you just leave it on the counter, right?
Yeah.
So like saying, am I done here? Helps you to be like, wait, I can put this jar of peanut butter away. I can put this in the dishwasher instead of just leaving it for your later self. Take care of it now. Don't leave it. You're going to have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
So
It's always about loving your future you.
Yeah.
take care of your future you by doing it now and not like then coming into your kitchen later and being like, what happened in here?
This lady, she's like, anytime I pick something up, I take it straight to where it goes. Like when I'm cleaning,
one-touch rule.
It's. I didn't know it was a rule. I didn't
Don't put
know.
it down somewhere else for later. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, because you get in the habit of being like, oh, I'll put it in this pile and then I'll take care of it. And it's like, no, because that's just making another area worse. Like, take it to where it belongs.
Don't shove it in the laundry room for later.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's also crazy how much little time you need to do those little things.
Oh yeah.
Like just to do, like often people put aside or they neglect putting dishes away from the dishwasher, right? They're clean dishes, but they're like, oh.
And then it's 9
If
p.m.
you time it,
It takes
it
like 3
takes
minutes.
you like no time at all. And if you
A
just,
timer is a good game of fire.
yes,
Get that little
helps, like-
dopamine hit for like, I can beat the clock.
Yeah.
and it gives you like a realistic view of like, why do I let this weigh on myself till 9 o'clock when really I could have just gone and done?
Right.
Just do it. Make it a part of your
And
your
resetting the
routine.
kitchen after dinner.
Yeah. I have noticed an empty dishwasher makes a big difference, because that's the difference of putting dishes where they belong and leaving them somewhere else.
And just making some of those routines so autopilot that they don't even feel like drudgery because you don't even know you're doing it. Like if you always run the dishwasher at night, unload it first thing in the morning, every single day, you don't even have to like think twice about it. You just do it.
You just know that's what you're gonna do.
And then the breakfast dishes have a place to go. And they're not piling up on the counter.
Right.
So do it every day. Anyhow,
That's a good tip.
the last category is sentimental items.
Sentimental.
This is key.
That's another one that
This is
I
key.
just decided I'm not touching.
This is the Marie Kondo foolproof method. You gotta do the sentimental things last. Like if you're in the paper category and you find an old letter from an ex-boyfriend or whatever it is,
You shouldn't have a letter
Yeah,
from your
yeah.
ex-boyfriend. Let's
Exactly.
just say that.
you don't want to sit there wasting
Move
all this
on.
time
Yeah.
reading these things when you should be like plowing through and getting rid of stuff, right? So anytime you find something that's holding you up, that you're just like, I just don't know, or oh, I want to talk about this all day long, put it aside in the sentimental category so you don't lose your momentum and you don't stall out and think I can't get defeated and think I can't do this because I can't get rid of this one thing, so that means I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do any of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Put it in the sentimental category. That's for the very end. By then, your decision-making muscle, you'll be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're going to be so pumped up to like, I can get rid of anything that I don't need. And you'll look at that pile, and some of it you'll be like, yes, my grandma's teacup is special. It shouldn't be in the attic. I should be using it.
Yeah.
I'm going to infuse my life with these special things. Or you're going to laugh at it and be like, why the heck is that in this pile? Did I think that was special? Get that out of my house.
Yeah.
So
We've
you
seen
become
that happen where people are
very
like,
clear about that.
why did I keep that? It's like a light goes off like, oh my
You're like,
goodness,
I'm a
no
much
way.
different person now than when I started.
So basically, all the other categories are essentially an exercise to get you to the more difficult category of sentimental things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because again, like as I've been cleaning, I've just been taking anything that could feel sentimental and I just put it somewhere. I'm like,
Put it all together. So
I'm
you
not
can address
addressing
it. Yeah.
this. Yeah. So that does make sense.
Another pile during the process is your container store, we call it. So as you're purging things and having empty baskets and bins, store them somewhere, like in a
Yeah,
basement
yeah.
or wherever, some empty place in your house that you can just accumulate that stuff. You probably don't need it all. Often we have way more organizing supplies than we actually need. You shouldn't have to go to Target and buy anything
Right.
or Amazon or wherever you buy your organizing stuff. You have it in your house already. So just go shop it. So whenever things are kind of shifting and moving in your house, be like, oh, I need something about this size. It could even be a cardboard box. Just a temporary fix because you're not at the click point yet, right? This process takes months.
Yeah,
So
it
can have
does.
temporary, storage until you finally find that click point and you're living with it for like, a few months and you're like, no, this is definitely feels good and the right amount. And at that point, if you're using a cardboard box and you don't like any of the things or none of them in your container store seem to work for that thing, then invest in something nice that makes you happy to see. But don't just run to Target go to the storage aisle and fill up your cart and come home and be like, well, where can I put all my crap?
And
like, it doesn't work that way.
That's the more natural thing for at least, most people to do.
Just make it look nice.
It's like, it's like, I have too much stuff. You know what I need? I need more stuff to hold my stuff.
It's still clutter, even in a pretty basket.
Yeah.
If you didn't need it.
But I'll tell you what, you told me that really early on of like, don't go out and buy stuff. So I didn't. And that happened to me. Like I took this big shelf and I took everything off of it and I was able to put it on in a very small area. And I was like, cool, now I have a shelf. Like I have just this really nice big shelf that I can put somewhere else. And same thing with buckets. It's like I'd empty a bucket and it'd be a celebration. It'd be like, yes, I have an empty bucket and it's like, what better use could this have? And that's actually really rewarding. Like that was really exciting for me. It might feel like a small win until you're there and you've emptied a bucket. And you're like, that's big.
Yeah.
And another thing is like, you don't have to fill all the space in your house. Like I have space in my dresser with nothing in it. Like
crazy.
I know.
That is nuts.
It's a psychopath.
There are places where it's not jammed packed with stuff. You don't have to. I think people tend to fill their space, and that's something that I want people to push against. Just because you have more room doesn't mean you have to buy more.
You can have margin in your house and your calendar.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, so I know that we're running low on time, but I did want to circle back to these few questions that came up. One regarding the kitchen, which was just like, I don't believe that I have the right to throw anything in the kitchen. Okay. And I feel like probably in most relationships, one person has a bigger desire to do this and the other person is maybe either against it or a lesser desire. And I'm not saying that my wife's one or the other here, but how do you combat that when you're working with maybe somebody that's really motivated and somebody that's like, I don't really want you here?
Well, you shouldn't make those decisions without your partner, for sure. Like your own stuff.
Yeah.
Say you bought a gadget for the kitchen that your wife doesn't ever touch, and you can make that decision, sure. But it should be a team effort.
Yeah.
You don't want your spouse to, be like, what did you do with that? Why did you? So
I didn't know what it was, so I threw it out.
No.
That was the pastry
And then
cutter.
they're never going to trust it. Every time they can't find
Yes.
something, you throw it away.
Yeah,
You don't want to
don't
do that.
you don't want to have to deal with it.
And you never obviously go through someone else's stuff.
Yeah,
Decide what,
right.
like, you didn't need this t-shirt anymore. Like, that's not okay.
It's trying to get the other person on board as much as possible, but also it's about doing the things that you can do on your own, and it can be contagious.
Yes.
The kitchen is a little harder
Yeah.
for that, but like clothing, like if you make your side of the closet look nice and curated, simplified, your spouse is going to see it and be like, I want that. They're going to look at their side and be like, I can't find anything. And you're just grabbing stuff. Like it's really contagious. It happens all the time where like we usually work with women and then their spouse is like, can you come back and help me? Or can you help, like, so they want it too.
And we always say, don't hover while they're doing, like, if you teach them how to do it, then leave. Don't be like, you're going to get rid of that sweater I gave you for Christmas?
That was a gift.
For
You
sure.
just got that last month.
For
like,
sure.
no, it's their choice and you just have to butt out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get deeper into that, but again, in the thought of time, why do we keep junk? Right? Like, why do we all keep that? What is it about us that we keep things that we really don't like?
You're talking about like genetically?
I
Like, are we related to squirrels?
I
think
there's a lot of reasons why people keep stuff that doesn't serve them. A lot of it is like the what ifs. That's a huge one.
Okay.
Like, but yeah, I don't think I need this little piece of wood, but what if...
Okay, careful.
That's right. Be a perfect thing.
It will. I am gonna need that.
That's a touchy one. But there are like things that you're just like, but maybe there's a lot of that. And then there's a lot of guilt about, I brought this into my home. That was a decision I made. Sometimes people bring stuff into your home. and you didn't ask them to, but often it's like something that, you know, you spent money on, and the guilt of, I spent that hard-earned money on this. I can't get rid of it. Or like a lot of it's just, like I said, stuff people bring into your house. Kids bring a lot of junk in. It's hard to deal with that. In-laws might bring stuff in. That's a hard one. And it's just hard. It's like the decision fatigue. It's often just having so much of the junk
that it
you
almost
can't
looks like it belongs
focus.
there.
Well, that
with the rest
too.
of the junk.
Yeah. But just like it makes it harder to simplify, and that's why we do it by category. Honestly, it's harder. It's easier to focus when you can see it all in one place instead of just spread out throughout your house.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I had almost no issue throwing out a bunch of clothes. Like that was really, really easy for me.
And a huge thing I think is kind of almost like a heart change of not that people aren't grateful, but like you're slapped in the face with gratitude through this process. You cannot see your abundance and not be like, holy crap, we have so much.
Yeah.
And being generous then with it. Like someone else I'm not using this. Like someone might need this and it's not me. And like letting it go to have a life to serve somebody else better than just sitting in your house.
I've had to work through a number of emotions in this process of being like, wow, I'm kind of the worst, you know, like, wow, why would I have kept this, you know, but then you get the other side of it too, where you find something, you're like, wow, this is really something that I value. Again, like something I need to pull it out of the attic and actually use this. Like this would make my life better. So I have had to work through a lot of things.
That happens to a lot of people.
I'm sure.
And you have to be like, no, this is not about you being a bad person.
Right.
It's not. No. It's not that. Like when we helped my mom downsize out of her house and she moved here, she had a big dumpster full of stuff that we just threw away, and she felt really guilty and bad about that.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, okay, yeah, feel bad about it. That's okay. It's okay to feel that. And then be like, I'm not going to ever do that again.
It's okay to feel guilt. You don't need to feel shame.
Yeah. Feel the guilt, sure. Then move on.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is okay.
That's
it's a learning
important.
thing. You're like taking and like, I'm learning, I'm changing.
Right.
And that's okay.
And the one thing that helped me, and I think this is KonMari, is it's kind of feels woo-woo, but it's like, hey, this served me at a time. I'm appreciative for what this has done to my life. I don't need it anymore.
And you can thank the thing.
Yeah,
thank the thing.
And it's for serving me.
I know our nephew, who's turning 4 soon, he's finally made the decision to let go of his passy.
Wow.
And he thanked it.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Passy.
Thank you, Passy.
I was like, oh, he's doing it. Yeah.
That's great.
It's great to let go with gratitude.
Yeah.
It does help.
Just last thing, I'm sure some people here are struggling just like everybody else, right? And they realize, like, I do need to kind of turn this around. Maybe they think, hey, I can do this on my own. They'll start to do it on their own, find out, I can't do this on my own. What are the best steps to get in contact with you guys? What's that look like starting with you?
Yeah, so we basically are like trainers at the gym. You know, like if you like have an appointment and you know we're coming, then you're like, I'm doing this. But whereas if you just put on your calendar, it's easy to blow yourself off.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, I can't now. Like,
for
so
sure.
Yeah, having that accountability is good.
Like if literally anything else comes up.
Yeah. Like, I guess I can do
I'd
that.
rather do that.
I'm going to take a nap. Yeah, so I mean, you can find us at dwellhappy.co online.
Okay. And I'll link that.
There's a form. You can contact form, and we'll contact you after that. If you want to just cold call us, go for it.
Okay.
Our number's on there too. But yeah, we'll set up a free consultation. It's an hour long. We'll come into your home, which is a hard step for a lot of people to like let a stranger into their house.
Everyone's always like, is this the worst you've ever seen? I'm like, I don't know. Are there dead animals under this? Because we've seen that. So it's hard.
Wow.
It's hard to top.
We've seen it all.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Like
We smelled it all. We've seen it all. It's fine.
clutter does not scare us. And you shouldn't be embarrassed at all. So we'll set up usually Jan does like a call with them first before you set up a consultation. And then we'll
And we
decide
see
if we're a good fit.
Yeah, if you're a good match for us and we're a good match for you, because
Yeah.
we reserve the right to be like, we're not doing this.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
there are
sure.
times
If
where,
it,
like,
if it
People give us
doesn't
the
make
weird
sense
vibes.
or-
We're like, no.
yeah.
Yeah, just like if we're not capable, like there are situations where it's beyond what we can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But often it's like, yeah, we can do this.
Right. I'm sure more times than not.
More times
Definitely.
than not, yeah. So that's how it works.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate this conversation, guys, and hopefully it can help some people out that are watching. I know just being in contact with you and learning about it all has certainly helped me, but I have a long way to go. So thanks
Well,
thanks for
we're here to
everything.
support you however you need.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen.
We're
Thanks,
here.
Amy.